Now again, I don't know these guys, those hosts as individuals. I'm not saying that to them. It's to GW.
Arcaphane is now at large, and Angron is on a rampage. And there's perhaps one character in the entire galaxy who could stand against Angron. That's the Lion.
Lionel Johnson is the Primarch of a big deal.
Let's see if they handle this correctly, guys. Taking bets. One in the chat if you guys think they're going to actually handle his return correctly. And 2 in the chat if you think that they're going to just kind of throw him in there and try and make it a big deal, but they're really going to not like fully deliver. I do like his model, by the way. I do want to say that. The model is nice.
And this is where he makes his stand as a light in the dark, as a knight standing alone.
He grew up as a feral youth on a forested world full of monsters,
Caliban,
taken in by knights after he'd spent years hunting down creatures of chaos. And that's pretty much what he's gone back to doing. He's found half of the galaxy completely subsumed by darkness, warp storms, chaotic beasts, so he's just set back to work. He is going to reunite, you'd imagine, with the Dark Angels chapter, and woe betide anybody who finds themselves on the other side of the battlefield from them.
Interesting what they've done with his head. Like, they've aged him up.
Sure.
Which is interesting, because correct me if I'm wrong, but Gilliman didn't really look like he aged that much when he woke up. Meanwhile, the Lion looks like he has aged quite a bit. To be fair, the circumstances of why they left were very different anyway, so... Yeah. Alright, so it wasn't a gotcha. They are bringing the Lion back. And I like that model. I'll give them credit. Their sculpts still look good.
Primarch has returned to Warhammer 40,000.
Well, those kind of sculpts do.
Some of you predicted it. Some of you saw it coming. Some of you, just a few, you know.
We all saw it coming. Earlier today, they released a video of a lion with a fucking alarm bell thing.
He is. He hasn't been sitting comfortably in stasis for 10,000 years.
Yeah, it's probably on like a stone slab as well. So
it doesn't sound very comfortable, actually. I don't want to talk about that.
Lion became his adopted dad.
Fair enough. Well, so let's have
also
a look
welcome
at
Florian.
So we've got some shots of it. Absolutely phenomenal miniature. Early contender, I think, for miniature of the year. One of the most anticipated Warhammer models I think we've ever had the pleasure to reveal.
I mean, it looks good, but miniature of the year?
Every inch of this model is just dripping with detail and iconography. And
I don't know if I agree with that. Like, an Angron mini is already better.
Of the Dark Angels.
It's
well, actually,
for me to
the Angron released technically in the late 2022, didn't he?
It's stunning.
So I guess he might not be in the running,
actually,
to be fair.
Because it was so much better than what I was imagining. And I gotta tell you, it was one of the better kept.
He does look like Luther a bit.
I could not see it myself.
That is, he looks very much how I'd picture Luther.
So it's been amazing to see the community get excited and make all the wild calls and whatnot. And of course, there was a.
There's a very nice model though, Grumble
today.
And I'll give him credit where it's due. The model looks nice. The paint job looks
nice. On this miniature, so we'll go through some of the highlights. So he is carrying the Emperor's shield. So that is the glorious golden Oromite shield carried by the Emperor and now carried by his son in much the same way that Gulliman wields the Emperor's sword. The Emperor.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Or maybe inherited or close-up. So this might be my favorite thing actually about this. It's not my favorite thing about the kit, but there's so much cool stuff. But one of the cool things about it.
Okay,
is that
helmet looks nice. Very much like that helmet.
So you can sort of choose.
And good choice with the cloak. I like the variations on that.
On the battlefield. So
it's cool you get 4.
Your unhelmeted head, so he's kind of there as the general of the forces, bellowing commands to his legion, his chapter.
Out of these, I would definitely put. I'd put this one in the top, like the ultimate appearance. I would customize him like that one. But second to it would be this one.
Synonymous with the
I would put that one in third. The cloak without the helmet, and it looks cool, but it kind of looks like just an old Robin Hood, so I'd put that at 4th. If I had to rate them in order of like which customization variants I think goes best.
Is a complicated character, right? So he's
3rd goes hard as fuck.
But
I like that full armored out in the open look. So Dorn maybe. I mean that's who I was thinking would be a better person to wield the Emperor's shield. I mean come on. He's the Praetorian of Terra. Literally, his title is about protecting the Imperium. And his iconography is all about defense. Give him the shield, but...
If anyone is going to stand on a rock, it's going to be the Lion.
It does seem like what he does is a standard.
It's kind of his jam, right?
Eddie, never without a good pun when it's needed.
So this is the artwork that comes on the cover of Arcs of Omen Book 5.
If anyone's gonna stand on a rock, it's the lion.
On the lion there, you can see that he has aged basically. Okay. So as far as
I get what they're referencing, but still, really.
Guilliman has been in stasis for most of the last 10,000 years, so when he comes out,
I will teach them to fear the darkness in which they dwell, and to dread the shadows they believe their allies. For there is no greater terror hunting the Stygian void than the Lion of Caliban.
Long catnap, and his iconography.
He kind of looks like especially with this angle. He kind of looks like Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones, doesn't he?
I'd be lying if I said
from like that angle.
See the Warhammer community post with all the different various guest authors painting.
With this particular angle.
It's going to be a painter's treat.
And the artwork always looks good. The sculpt looks good on the lion. I like the different custumizations you can do for him. He looks, it's a good model.
I think we told everyone here it was the biggest.
I cannot wait to buy the STL
in terms of the amount of stuff.
Rescan of it.
It would be an injustice if we didn't serve the same treatment.
So we are leaving for the first millennium for a little bit, and we are going to.
We always hope they do it right.
Oh, it's Heresy first. So we are going to jump to the Horus Heresy. Yeah, let's roll video.
Let's see what we've got.
All right, well now, Heresy time. Come on, baby.